Now, remember what I said earlier when it came to 2 things that would stop me recommending the remaster right now? This is the second one. In original Oblivion, you had a difficulty slider to dictate the difficulty. Now, I agree generally that this was not a good system because it's not a naturally good, set point that we want people to play at, and a dictating of the difficulty to give a more consistent feeling. So I'm not opposed to the way they've done it now and the way they do it in Skyrim with the novice, apprentice, adept, expert, master, etc. My issue comes from the stat modifiers for each. So adept is normal, where you have a 1 times multiplier, so you do 1 times normal damage and take 1 times normal damage. But the jump to expert makes it go from that to you now do 0.6 damage dealt and times 3 damage taken, which is really too much of a jump and feels terrible. It feels like adept is too easy, expert is too hard or punishing. Like, I feel like there should be a difficulty between expert and adept, because for a player like me, especially early on, adept was that too easy, and don't even mention lower like novice and apprentice, that was like joke level. But I think expert, and I don't even have to mention master, with its 0.2 damage dealt multiplier and times 6 damage taken multiplier. So either a rebalancing of expert is in order, or a shift with everything where master becomes a legendary difficulty like Skyrim, expert becomes master, and there is a new expert like maybe 0.8 damage dealt times 2 damage taken or something like that. Or maybe do some extra fine tuning on the difficulty front to really find that good sweet spot, because it's really bad right now. Because for me, as a long-time Elder Scrolls fan, I thought, okay, master shouldn't be too hard, right? I've played Oblivion before. I started as such, but it was not a fun experience at all. So I moved it down to expert, but then ultimately after a good 10 hours, I settled it down to normal because it just takes too long to kill stuff and you die too easily, and the gulf between adept and expert, as I said, is like me learning how to jump difficulty at points, where expert and master really feel like just crazy skydiving or bungee jumping off a cliff without the support.